police say two separate arrests netted thousands of dollars in cash and fentanyl pills. On July 21st, officers arrested Timothy Carrera after they say he was pulled over and a gun was found in his car. He told police he was a felon, and when they searched the vehicle, they found a stolen gun, a Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office badge, more than 7,000 fentanyl pills, and more than $13,000 in cash. Carrera was charged with drug trafficking, being a felon in possession of a firearm, and receiving stolen property. Now, in a completely separate incident on July 27th, police arrested Valentina Martinez after she made threats against a family member who reported her for aggravated assault. At her apartment, they found $14,000 in cash and 7,500 fentanyl pills. Police are still waiting for a federal warrant. That's because officers also found a handgun in her possession. She is also a felon.
A man on the run for 2 years, accused of pulling off a wave of break-ins, has pled not guilty to 5 felony burglary charges. Devin Roybal was in court this morning. He's accused of breaking into a number of stores in northeast Albuquerque in 2020. Police say they were able to identify Roybal's fingerprints on at least one of the crime scenes. Roybal has a criminal history of break-ins. He was arrested in 2017 for similar burglaries. State charges have been dropped against a man accused of brutally beating a mail carrier with a baseball bat in Pittsburgh, and now he's facing federal charges. Postal worker Charles Schmeidlin was finishing up his route in the Brookline neighborhood in May when he was attacked outside his vehicle. There was an hours-long standoff at 43-year-old Matthew Harrison's home before he was arrested. He was initially charged with attempted criminal homicide and aggravated assault. The feds have now taken over the case. Harrison has pleaded not guilty. Accused rapist is behind bars. Philip Hawes, this man right here, charged with forcing his way into a 74-year-old woman's home and brutally raping her last Saturday morning.
3 days later, police were called to another neighborhood for a different crime where they came face-to-face with Hayes.
WSMV's Rebecca Cardenas spoke with neighbors there about this update.
It was concerning, somewhat frightening.
Neighbors unsettled on Bowling Avenue after a 74-year-old woman was raped in her own home.
It could have been anybody, absolutely.
No doubt in our mind. But at 4:20 a.m. Tuesday morning, he had the same intent.
3 days later, officers responded to a homeowner's call about a man repeatedly ringing the doorbell and rifling through a Jeep on Gale Lane, less than 10 minutes from the scene off Bowling Ave. Officers Alex Perry and Michael Hodges checked home surveillance video.
At that time, I was like, it's definitely him.
They found a stolen car ditched nearby, and 46-year-old Philip Hayes himself. Shortly after, he resisted.
I go to get my cuffs off the ground, and he's already ran into the wood line.
After an hour search and another struggle, Hayes was arrested. By Thursday morning, police matched Hayes' DNA to the rape case. The ditched car, officers say, turned out to be stolen from a nearby hotel and was filled with stolen purses.
Why would a single guy that we know of have all these purses, and combine that with him staring through the residence back door? This is concerning, but
Now police and neighbors alike breathe a sigh of relief.
it's very grateful.
Just being more aware is what I think I'll be